So the big question today is, does divorce mean you're damaged? Today, I dismantle this outdated and unfair stereotype and shine a light on the path of empowerment after divorce. My name is Joan and Nwosu, and welcome to the Second Chances podcast, a love journey in black and white. So let's start by addressing the elephant in the room, that persistent stereotype of damaged goods. I'm sure you've heard it before, because I have. And I know that at the point where I was going through my own divorce, that was an onset thing with the conversations that I was having. People would call me and look at me with so much pity. There was so much stigma. And some people never hesitated to remind me of what being divorced now meant to me in society, and I dare say within my family as well. You see, historically, society has slapped this label on divorced people, especially women. But today, I'm here to shatter that. Divorce is not a brand. It is not a label. It is not something that you wear or that you carry. No, it's a life experience that bears testimony to a person's resilience and their courage to choose happiness over settling. So let's get into it a little bit. So think about it. Personal growth, which is what comes out of a divorce, is usually the unsung hero when you've been through such tough times. I've seen it in my own experience, and I've seen it time and time again. Incredible women who've channeled the end of their marriage into a transformative journey of self-discovery. I have so many real stories that I could share, so many narratives of the strength, the learning, the rebirth that has gone on. Absolutely mind-blowing stuff. You see, this stigma around divorce, I know that some people still talk about it. And recently on my Facebook, I put it up and some people still said, yes, divorce is seen as being damaged. But I think divorce as a whole, that whole stigma around it is dissipating. Like, people are starting to understand that relationships, just like life, is pretty complex. You can't just expect or assume that everything is going to work out a certain way. It's not working. The stats are here to show that. So being divorced no longer defines whether a woman is worthy or whether she's valuable. No, it doesn't. It is just something that has happened to her. For me, I actually see it as a badge of honor. It signals someone who's not afraid to step into the unknown against whatever society or family has to say and choosing for something better. Saying to themselves, you know what? I deserve something better. I deserve more. I am not going to settle. For me, that's what divorce means. A lot of people keep assuming that people maybe go into a marriage planning to be divorced. Nobody gets into a marriage planning to be divorced. Divorce is just something that happens along the way. When you and a certain person are no longer in alignment, or maybe you were never even compatible, and that signals the end of a relationship. Now, speaking about relationship, it's time that we recognize that the end of a relationship, which that's what a divorce is not a failure. It's just an episode in this grander story of our lives. The same way your being married doesn't define who you are or your existence, being divorced doesn't. It's a relationship that has ended. And as with every relationship is there to teach you something, in my opinion anyway, first and foremost about yourself, then about love, about this person, about the things that you want, the things that you desire, the kind of future that you want. And if I'm being honest, from a lot of stories that I've heard, at least people that I know who've been married and divorced, their first marriage had nothing to do with their aspirations or their goals, their values, or things that they really wanted. Because for most of us at that time, we didn't even know who we were. We did not even know what it was that we wanted. So we get into these marriages, and as well, unexpected, they were doomed to fail because, again, we did not know anything about ourselves. So that relationship, that marriage, for me was just an opportunity to learn about who you are, who you really are, what you really desire, not what someone or your family has said you should marry this person or this is what you need, yada, yada, yada. I'm not going to get into how I made my own decisions about marriage, but I take full responsibility for what went down, right? I did not know who I was, so I picked the wrong person. right? So post-divorce, I've seen so many women I know redefining who they are. They're finding out who they are, right? They're giving life a different opportunity to show them what love is, to really understand what true love is. They've not ignored that the divorce happened or their past relationships they happened. No, you take those experiences and now use it. You have to have healed first, but then now use it to forge ahead, to foster healthier relationships, happier relationships, the kind of relationships that they truly want and desire. They're no longer holding on to, okay, we need to settle, or we need to do this, or we need to do that. It's just about being married to anybody. It doesn't matter whether you're compatible or not. They're choosing themselves first. They're believing that love is available and love is available for them. So for you. So if you're listening to this today and you're divorced, know that you are worthy and there is true love available for you. You will be swept off your feet. You can have that which you desire. Divorce is about stepping forward with now the knowledge, with the experience. Now you have the confidence. You can set your standards. You know exactly what it is that you want. You're looking for the absolute best type of relationship that will help you grow and will help you learn and challenge you to be the best version of yourself. The challenge is a lot of people, once they get out of a divorce, they start planning to run into the next marriage. No, that's not what it is. You use that learning to now determine what is it that I want, understand what the landscape is. Yes, you're willing to go out there again, but you must have healed from your previous relationship. Why didn't it work? What were the things in that relationship that were not really me? What were the things that were not compatible with who I am? So don't be in a hurry to jump into the very next relationship with the very next marriage because you want to prove that you were not the issue in your previous divorce. No, you need to stay true to who you are, be clear on what it is that you want, set your clear intentions, set your goals for the relationship. What kind of partner are you looking for based on what you know that you are and what it is that you deserve, and know what your boundaries are. For a lot of relationships, they fail because women, we're kind of wired not to set boundaries. We're too afraid to set boundaries because you don't want to lose someone. So now it's no longer about, I just want to find somebody. No, you're trying to find somebody that complements you, that is a match for you, for the individual that you are, your authentic self, not just someone that, you're going to complete me, not all that fantasy. No, it's about knowing who you are, standing in your truth and being able to attract that person, the right person, not marrying the next available person because you want to get away from the stigma of being divorced. No, stay divorced until you're able to find that which you want. Okay? Marriage is not a race. Partnership is not a race. No, it's about finding joy, whether you're single or whether you're with someone. So if you're single, you're in the space between a divorce and a new relationship. Enjoy that moment. Use that part of the journey to do the work, to find out who you truly are and love yourself so that you can attract true love, so that you don't go into the world desperate. With that desperation, then you attract somebody else, then you go through another divorce, and then it's like double stigma, right? Because it wasn't bad enough with the one, you now want to add another one. No, divorce is not a stigma. It's just time for you to reset, to refine what it is that you want, to rediscover who you are, the things that bring you joy, the kind of partner that you are, the kind of partner that you need to be, that you need to have, that's going to complement you. And together you can build a beautiful relationship and grow together. So I leave this with you. Being divorced is not a deficit, no. It is a testament to the human spirit's capacity for hope, for change, and I dare say, second chances in love. So embrace your story, let's rewrite the narrative, and let's boldly claim our happiness. It is not about what the world says who you are, it's about who you say who you are. If you see divorce as a deficit, or if you see yourself as damaged, then the world will see you as that. You are not damaged goods, you are beautiful and you are perfect just the way you are. Thank you for listening to today's episode on the Second Chances podcast, a love journey in black and white. I will see you same time tomorrow, sending you love and light.